Hello everyone and welcome to another Remnant 2 video. In today's video we're going over the Engineer class, how to find it, even though that can be a little tricky to explain, and then also just a basic overview. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So let's first talk about where to find this. This is really hard to explain. It's going to be different for just about anybody. But what you want to look for is an area that we're about to come up on right now. You can see there's going to be a kind of a platform on the left, a big spike on the right, and it's going to be kind of in between the two. So you can see the platform there on the left, and then there's another spike here on the right, and a really large spike behind it. And you're going to want to go in between those two. So here we are on the map, straight down there where the crystal is. That's where you start Eon Vault, and we are straight down from that. So that's a good starting point to kind of give you a reference. But you can see the big spike there on the right and the platform on the left. This is essentially what you're looking for. A little hard to find, I understand, and I'm sorry I can't give you a better explanation. Once you're there, you're going to start getting sick, but jump across and you'll grab the armor here, and then you'll be able to jump down and grab the actual engram, the Brazier caliper. Once you have those items, you probably will die, yeah. But again, I want to show you where on the map we were when this happens. So you can see our dead X's right there. We get spawned over here as a respawn point, but this area right here is where you come into the Eon Vault, right there down by the crystal, and then kind of straight ahead is where we died. So again, that's the entrance you see on screen right here to the Eon Vault when you come in. And then if you go kind of straight ahead, that's where we found ours. It might not be there for you, but this is a good starting point. So again, just check the edges of the map and wherever there is gas that you cannot enter. So let's go ahead and start equipping the armor here. You can see it on screen now. I've just equipped the arms, now the legs. I'm going to do my chest piece here. And then I am going to switch out the helmet. This is unfortunately not the helmet you get, but that's for a different video. You can Technician's helmet. I think it looks really nice, really cool looking. It does have really good electricity resistance, an armor of 107.8, but a little bit heavy on the weight at 58. So if you are looking for some electricity resistance, this is definitely a good armor set option for you. To unlock the class, we go to Wallace, and we're going to enter his crafting menu, and we will need to select the Brazier caliper there and pay for it with our scrap and other materials. Once you have that, you can go ahead and equip the class, change out either your starting class or your secondary class, whichever you prefer. But you can see there we have the Engineer class, and I really like this class. It gives you a lot of armor. You can see the high-tech prime perk there. Holding the skill button will overclock a carried or deployed heavy weapon. Overclocking grants infinite ammo, increased fire rate, and a 25% damage increase for 15 seconds. That is super, super strong. So it really melts bosses. I use it a lot in boss fights. So you can also see you get a heavy weapon, the Vulcan heavy weapon. It deploys essentially a turret on the ground. You can also pick up that turret and carry it around. This is kind of just a basic turret that shoots, I'm gonna call it, lasers out of it. The double press of the button you have it equipped to does bring that gun down, and it reduces the cooldown on it. You also have the option of a flamethrower variant, which is really cool. And then finally, you have an option of the impact cannon as well. And we're going to show gameplay of all three of these just so you can see that. Once you get your class equipped, you can throw down your little turret here, and you can see that it kind of shoots lasers out, and it shoots lasers at whatever you're aiming at. So all you got to do is aim at it, and it's going to start shooting at it immediately, which is really cool. So it's the added DPS on top of your already essentially equipped build. You can also pick up that cannon and shoot it kind of from the hip as a big cannon, which is nice. So the flame turret, again, it shoots these kind of flame balls or fireballs at the target here, and then again you can pick this up and it turns it into a straight on flamethrower, shooting from the hip, which is really cool. Really helpful for like the LOSUM areas as well. And finally, the impact cannon is a little different. Once you place it, it sends out these pulses of damage at whatever you're, essentially every time you aim, it's going to pulse. So see that I fire and it pulses, which is nice. I fire, it pulses. It does some pretty decent damage, but I really think this one shines when you pick it up. You can see almost 900 damage there on the regular hit, and then 1400 damage on the crit hit. But you can also team it so it hits all targets in one line, which is really cool. So if this video helps you, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more content from myself. And I thank you all very much for the support. Have a great night. Bye bye.